Hello and welcome to highlights of the 7th edition of Liège Bastogne Liège, round 14 of the Women's World Tour for 2023. Demi Vollering going into the day. Can she do the triple? Annemiek van Vleuten, the defending champion. Strong team from Movistar with Liana Lippert, who had finished on the second step of the podium in Flèche Wallonne in the week. The riders rolled out from Bastogne with 142.8 kilometres to ride. 9 climbs in total. They headed through Houffalize, the first climb, the Côte de la Montlesoir, onto the Côte de One, the new climb of the Côte de Stocco, and then they would head towards the Col de Rossière, past Spa, and really at the Col de Maquissart was where we would expect things to kick off as they went into the Côte de la Redoute, the Côte de Forges, and then the Côte de la Roche au Faucon, but plenty of uncategorized climbs along the route as well. It is a punishing race, 2,625 metres of climbing. An early breakaway group went clear with just over 75k to go. Kasia Niewiadoma of Canyon Tram unfortunately puncturing, and she had neutral service. This left Marlon Reusser, Anna Henderson, Amanda Spratt and Esme Pepperkamp in the breakaway group. As they headed towards La Redoute, the gap had come down to just over 30 seconds. But under the pressure and the power of the Swiss rider from SD Worx, Marlon Reusser going clear on the punishing slopes of La Redoute. Annemiek van Vleuten was splitting the group behind. Marlon Reusser's teammates Demi Vollering and Niamh Fisher-Black are both in that chasing group behind, along with the likes of Elise Chabet, Elisa Longo-Borghini and Gaia Realini. Amanda Spratt, though, was doing a great job of staying clear, still at 45 seconds. Esme Pepperkamp was battling to try and stay with her. The gap, though, for Marlon Reusser was up over a minute as they headed towards the final 20 kilometres or so. Amanda Spratt would be caught by the chasing group behind, and this would free up Trek Segafredo to assist in the chase, and chase they did. Amanda Spratt still had the legs to ride on the front. Shirin van Anrooy in the blue jersey as the leader of the Best Young Riders classification in the Women's World Tour for 2023. Spratt and Van Anrooy would launch Longo-Borghini up the road. Elise Chabet of Canyon Tram Racing, the Swiss rider, able to go with them. SD Worx and Demi Vollering, recognising the danger of Longo-Borghini riding away, started to chase behind. She made contact with the two chasers, and only her teammate now, Marlon Reusser, ahead of them. Van Vleuten and Realini also making it onto the group, but a small gap left by Demi Vollering allowed Elisa Longo-Borghini and Marlon Reusser to go clear, only for Vollering to launch and move across the gap on the Côte de Roche au Faucon. She made it up to the front. The power, though, of Vollering too much for Marlon Reusser, having spent so much time at the head of the race. She would drop back to a group of Van Vleuten, Realini, Chabet and Rianne Marcus of Team Jumbo-Visma, the Dutch champion, making it across to that chasing group. With just over 10 kilometres to go, it really did then come down to a battle between Demi Vollering and Elisa Longo-Borghini. Demi Vollering winning this race in 2021 after an absolute monster 10-kilometre lead out by now Director Sportif and coach Anna van der Breggen. Both Longo-Borghini and Vollering, you would say, fairly closely matched in a sprint. They were through the Flamme Rouge and heading up towards the finish. The Trek Segafredo rider on the front was doing everything that she could to manoeuvre Vollering through to the front. It was a late sprint with just over 150 metres to go. Longo-Borghini launched first, but the triple is done. Demi Vollering follows in the wheel tracks of Anna van der Breggen, who first did the triple in 2017. Amstel Gold, Flèche Wallonne and Liège Bastogne Liège, while behind Marlon Reusser made it a first and third for SD Worx, winning the group sprint just ahead of Annemiek van Vleuten and that rest of that group. There's your sprint. Longo-Borghini went first, but Vollering makes no mistake, comes through to take it for Team SD Worx. The joy and the delight evident on the face, and deservedly so. Vollering takes Liège Bastogne Liège for the second time in her career. Your top 10 looks like this. Demi Vollering, Elisa Longobardi and Marlon Reusser, your podium. Marcus Chabet, Van Vleuten, Realini, Lippert, Paladin and Fisher Black, your top 10. On the top step of the podium, yet again, only one race this season, she has finished off the podium.